Deep in the Sonoran Desert, past the shimmering mirages and bleached bones, lies Slab City. This remote outpost is a place where the harsh beauty of the desert meets the resilience of human spirit. A refuge for wanderers, artists, and those seeking a life detached from societal norms. Here, creativity flourishes in the most unexpected ways, and every day is a testament to the ingenuity of its residents. It is a place where the rules of conventional living fade, replaced by a raw, unfiltered experience of freedom. The community thrives on the principles of self-reliance and mutual aid, creating a unique social fabric. This is the last free place in America, a sanctuary for those who wish to escape the pressures of modern society and live life on their own terms. Slab City earned its name from the concrete slabs scattered across the desert floor, remnants of a forgotten World War II military base. These slabs are the silent witnesses to the passage of time and the transformation of this place. Now, these slabs serve as foundations for a hodgepodge of RVs, makeshift shelters, and art installations. Each structure tells a story of its creator, adding to the rich tapestry of Slab City's history. The result is a surreal landscape that is both desolate and strangely beautiful. The vibrant art installations stand in stark contrast to the barren desert, creating a visual feast for the eyes. The appeal of Slab City is simple: freedom. Freedom to express oneself, to live without the constraints of conventional society, and to be part of a community that values individuality. Freedom from rent, bills, and the constraints of a 9-to-5 life. Here, people find innovative ways to meet their needs using solar panels for electricity and crafting makeshift utilities. But this freedom comes at a cost, a trade-off that not everyone is willing to make. The harsh living conditions and isolation can be challenging, but for those who call Slab City home, the rewards far outweigh the sacrifices. Life in Slab City is a study in resourcefulness. Electricity is a luxury, provided by generators or solar panels. Water is hauled in from nearby sources. The internet, for those who need it, is accessed through shared public Wi-Fi points. The barter system is king in this desert community. Goods and services are traded, talents are shared, and the spirit of mutual aid thrives. Need your bike fixed? Someone here can probably do it for a few jars of homemade jam. Have a skill to share? It's valuable currency in Slab City. There's a palpable sense of community here, a shared understanding that everyone is in this together. Neighbors help neighbors, strangers become friends. It's a stark contrast to the anonymity of city life. Survival in Slab City demands ingenuity and a willingness to embrace a minimalist lifestyle. Many residents are masters of repurposing, transforming discarded materials into functional necessities. A discarded satellite dish becomes a makeshift shower stall. Old tires are transformed into planters. Food is often sourced through a combination of foraging, gardening, and communal meals. The desert, while harsh, provides a surprising bounty of edible plants. Community gardens offer a source of fresh produce. And when someone bakes a batch of bread, it's often shared with neighbors. Living in Slab City requires a different mindset, a willingness to adapt and make do with less. It's a constant exercise in problem solving and a testament to the human capacity for resilience. Slab City exists in a legal gray area. Technically, it's on public land managed by the Bureau of Land Management, but in practice, it operates largely autonomously. There are no formal police, no courts, and no jails. Disputes are settled among residents, often through informal mediation. This lack of formal law enforcement can be both liberating and unsettling. On the one hand, it fosters a sense of personal responsibility and self-reliance. Residents are free to live according to their own values, without the interference of external authority. But it also creates a potential for conflict and lawlessness. Without a formal system of justice, resolving disputes can be challenging. And the absence of law enforcement can attract a less savory element, seeking refuge from the consequences of their actions. Amidst the rugged survivalism, an unexpected element thrives in Slab City art. The desert landscape becomes a canvas, a backdrop for large-scale installations, murals, and sculptures that defy categorization. Salvation Mountain, perhaps the most iconic landmark in Slab City, stands as a testament to one man's artistic vision and spiritual devotion. Leonard Knight, the mountain's creator, dedicated decades of his life to building this colorful monument to God's love. Nearby, East Jesus, a sprawling sculpture garden, pushes the boundaries of artistic expression. Constructed from found objects and recycled materials, East Jesus is a constantly evolving testament to creativity and the power of community. Word of Slab City's unique character has spread, attracting a steady stream of curious visitors. Tourists come to marvel at the art, experience the off-grid lifestyle, and catch a glimpse of a world outside the mainstream. This influx of tourism, while bringing much-needed revenue to the community, also presents challenges. Some residents welcome the interaction, seeing it as an opportunity to share their way of life and challenge preconceived notions. Others view it with suspicion, wary of outside influences encroaching on their hard-won freedom. The challenge for Slab City is to find a balance, to welcome the benefits of tourism without compromising the very essence of what makes it unique. It's a delicate dance between preserving a way of life and adapting to the inevitable changes that come with increased exposure. The future of Slab City is uncertain. The very freedoms that draw people to this desert outpost also make it vulnerable. The lack of formal ownership and governance makes it susceptible to exploitation. Some see opportunity in Slab City's lawlessness, a chance to capitalize on its unique character for personal gain. Rumors of land grabs and development projects surface periodically, raising concerns about the potential for commercialization and displacement. The question is whether Slab City can retain its character in the face of these pressures. Can a place built on freedom and self-reliance survive the encroachment of the outside world? Or will it inevitably succumb to the forces of change? What draws people to Slab City, to this harsh and unforgiving environment? Is it the stark beauty of the desert, or perhaps the promise of a life unbound by conventional rules and expectations? It's the pursuit of freedom, of a life lived on one's own terms. Here, individuals find solace in the vast open spaces, where the horizon stretches endlessly, and the constraints of modern life seem to fade away. For some, it's a temporary escape, a chance to disconnect from the pressures of mainstream society. They come to Slab City seeking a break from the relentless pace of urban life, to find peace and clarity in the simplicity of the desert. For others, it's a permanent choice, a rejection of the status quo in favor of a simpler, more authentic existence. These residents build their lives from the ground up, creating homes and communities with their own hands, driven by a desire to live authentically. There's a certain allure to this life, a romanticism associated with shedding the trappings of modern society and embracing a more primal existence. Around the bonfire, stories are shared, and music fills the air, creating a sense of camaraderie and connection that is often missing in the outside world, but it's not for the faint of heart. The desert demands resilience and adaptability. Every day is a test of one's ability to survive and thrive in an environment that can be both beautiful and brutal. Life in Slab City is hard, demanding resourcefulness, resilience, and a tolerance for discomfort. Residents must be creative in finding and repurposing materials, and the simple act of securing water can be a daily challenge. The freedom found in Slab City is not without its price. It requires a willingness to live with less, to embrace a lifestyle that is often at odds with the comforts and conveniences of modern living. It's a freedom earned through sacrifice, through a willingness to live with less and to rely on one's own ingenuity. Residents develop innovative solutions to meet their needs, from water catchment systems to solar cookers, showcasing a spirit of self-reliance and creativity. It's a freedom that challenges conventional notions of success and happiness. Here, success is measured not by material wealth, but by the ability to live in harmony with the land and with oneself. In Slab City, happiness is found in the simple joys of creativity, community, and the unyielding spirit of independence. Slab City stands as a stark reminder that freedom is not a given, but a choice that many have made, seeking a life unbound by conventional societal norms and regulations. It's a choice that comes with responsibilities, with the need for self-reliance, community spirit, and a respect for the delicate balance between individual liberty and the needs of the collective. Here, every individual must contribute to the greater good, whether it's by growing food, maintaining communal spaces, or simply being a good neighbor. As you stand under the vast desert sky, the silence broken only by the crackling of a campfire and the distant howl of a coyote, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the resilience of the human spirit. The stars above seem to whisper stories of those who have come before, each one seeking their own version of freedom in this harsh yet beautiful landscape. Slab City, in all its contradictions and complexities, is a testament to the enduring human desire for freedom, for a place where one can live life on one's own terms. The unique structures and artistic installations scattered throughout the area are not just expressions of creativity, but symbols of the individuality and self-expression that define this community. But it also serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that freedom without responsibility can easily devolve into chaos. The clutter and debris that sometimes mar the landscape are stark reminders of the challenges that come with such a lifestyle. Unruly gatherings can disrupt the fragile harmony that the community strives to maintain. The challenge for Slab City, and for all of us, is to find a balance, to create a world where individual liberty can coexist with a sense of community and shared purpose. It's about finding ways to support one another while still honoring the freedom that each person holds dear. Whether it's through collaborative projects, community events, or simply sharing a meal together, the people of Slab City demonstrate that it is possible to build a community where freedom and responsibility go hand in hand.